Is it a crime to love two YouTubers as much as you do? I'd say no. Continue to love us, subscribe, like, and if this is your first time seeing us, then stick around. We'll charm you.
Who is a YouTube duo that you watch that you just love?
I mean, that I just love to death. Like, I'm just like, oh my god.
I'm gonna say in a healthy, not like weird. I can't go without you. Like a healthy,
I did appreciate the creativity and the commitment and the kind of like, I don't know, cutesy, dumb relationship that I think I can't remember the first guy's name, but it's Unasanas. I liked
Markiplier
and
Markiplier
and
Games?
Crank Crank Games. I can't remember his real name. Evan. I liked them when they were collaborating during Unasanas. I was like, man, I just love these two hanging out and doing stupid shit. They're cute.
I guess let me clarify. Is there any duo that have persisted that you still find enjoyment
I used to like Game Grumps a lot, but I don't really watch them anymore.
Yep, the Grumps.
Grumpos. I like Abba and Preach now, but you know, I don't like. I just like the content that they cover, and sometimes they're they.
But you like their takes. Obviously.
Yeah, their takes. But I can't think of any too much. I watch a lot of single people. How about you?
I actually watch a lot of duos. Like aside from Game Grumps, I do watch. You know, I like Super Mega a lot.
Oh, Super Mega! I forgot about them. Yeah, I like Super Mega.
Well, you don't watch them too much, man.
I do every now and then. I don't watch them consistently, but when they show up on my feed, I'll check them out. I don't search for them.
I don't know if I'd call them a duo, but kind of a duo. Because like they basically do a lot of the shows on the channel together, which would be James A. and Janice and I'm gonna think of it. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Emma from Funhouse?
No. Trying to think is they look it up. Because I'm gonna make sure that we get it in here because it's a big part of the show, and I don't want to Chelsea. Her name's Chelsea, and James from Dead Meat.
Dead Meat.
Yeah, she does all the podcasts, and she does. But they're like, so they do the podcast together, but he does the kill counts by himself. But I really like the podcast a lot. I like listening to the podcast. I talked to you about it recently when they did the horror movie Survivor. So I'd call them a duo.
Which is a cool idea.
That and she does like little horror reads.
I do like a lot of horror stuff. I watch a lot of horror content, whether it be like Reddit, like Wendigoon, talking about stuff.
Do you ever do like the Volga and SCP stuff?
Sometimes. SCP gets kind of like cringe sometimes, where it's just like kind of like childish stories.
Some of them, yeah.
Childish ideas that aren't really out like creep factor too much. Because it is still kind of like a young teen, kids run kind of like stuff. But there are some diamonds in there that are really
I would say there's more diamonds than there are like novelties. But like I think that's kind of what that brings the charm to SCPs for me is the novelty ones. Because it's not all just like Elder God from beyond the veil, the Yellow King, he watches all.
Yeah,
but it's like, oh yeah, there's this little toy bear that if you play with him too long, his fur turns to skin. That's it.
Yeah.
Like I like that.
Those are ones I like. Those aren't like ones that I'm talking about that are kind of like weird. I've just seen ones that are just like, I can't even think of like an example. But when I watch them, they're just like, why is this even an SCP? It's just kind of like a weird murder hobo that just, if you just let him out, he just starts stabbing people in the street or something. Like it's just kind of like lame.
I mean, there's typically always something supernatural, unknown about him. I mean, at least I personally have never like seen a video on an SCP where it's just like SCP-35. It's a 42-year-old white male who loves knives and stabbing.
Yeah, like, but that you can like combine that like kind of generic thing, but to make an SCP by is like, but as soon as he stabs somebody, you forget his face once you look away.
That's terrifying.
This person that you could kill somebody right in front of
Michael's
people.
like, yeah, it's terrifying because I just thought of it right here on the spot. That's from me. I'm better than them.
Well, I did like this one that stuck out to me, this SCP, and you probably know it, maybe. But it's like or like a little box full of like origami figures.
I have heard that one. Yeah.
And when you open it, it's like a forgotten child's origami toys that it was like built with such heart and purpose, like magic, that it created its own world. But then since it's been like forgotten and stuff, they've been slowly dying, like their side of the universe or their side of the world had been dying, and then the scientists studying them just kept them in this room, and they just said, I guess nobody's coming back, or David's not coming back to play with us, so.
All right, David.
And then they just all kind of like went away. It was like dragons, like origami dragons. But that was kind of sad. I like when they're sad.
I like the one where, I don't really know the exact name of it, but the guy's name was like Uncle Jim or Uncle John or something like that. Where like at end of like a family event, like a wedding or a funeral, holidays, anything like that, a random person will show up to the holiday and people will create something about him, will allow people to create a familiar connection to him, like, oh, it's Uncle John, or yada yada yada. But like as the night goes on, like things can start getting like really fucked up. Like they're talking about like a baptism where they like skin themselves and then dunk the baby into the blood in the fountain. And then, but if you like try and interrupt it from happening, like everyone just like just dies. Gosh. Or like I swear to God, the one of them was like on a Christmas where they literally ate a guy. Because
it was just like the way that like this thing radiates this atmosphere where it allows people to just feel comfortable by doing outlandish things.
No, they think that that's just normal. It's not that like they become like, oh yeah, you know. Why would we?
Okay, so one person is triggering this though.
Yeah,
right?
like there's something about him. The hot honey. That's what it is. There's something about him that is like making people just like do these things.
Is he like Jedi, like whatever? Like they're like he's giving them like persuasion to do these things in the background.
Well, that's part of the SCP. Man. You don't really know. It's like a half.
I hate when SCPs don't explain themselves.
Yeah, how dare you? Shit, this is gonna fuck me up. I'm not gonna get this all.
You got this. You keep the rings. This is just like you die if you take damage after you don't have any rings. There, you got it.
Oh, that was close. That was fucking close.
Easy.
Yeah, so it's... Or, obviously, there's always the classic one where it's like the gigantic sea serpent under the water. Classic.
Also watching, like, existential stuff that just has to do with, like, theories based in reality.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes getting rabbit holes with that.
Oh, or what's the one? It's the flesh that hates, or the hateful flesh.
That one.
Yeah, have you ever heard that one?
Is it an SCP or is it just something that's like a? Okay.
I'll send it to you. I'm not gonna. Okay. It's a long one, so.
Oh, they've been sitting here. If you made it this far, yeah, Sonic's in the background, but we be talking about other stuff.
Yeah, and we've figured out because I've been paying attention. At least Shadow. The reason why he was locking all the doors is to keep Amy away, because Shadow bought tickets for Amy's birthday to the band that she loves, Hot Honey.
Wow.
Isn't it cute?
If I was Sonic, I'd be worried.
I mean...
Shadow just trying to, like, come up on in.
With that Sigma energy?
Yeah.
Watch yourself, Fox.
Well, I'd watch myself.
I don't know how Tails figured it out so soon, but I see where we're headed. The printer of the Hot Honey Band ticket website exists because... Shadow was buying tickets for Amy.
What? Shadow, is this true? Are you trying to give me concert tickets for my birthday? I've done a poor job hiding the surprise, it seems.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm trying to get you concert tickets for your birthday.
It's nice.
Shadow. I used that printer earlier and I found it difficult to manage.
Which we knew about.
When logging on the website, did you print the home page by accident? Yes, that's exactly what happened.
We know in Shadow's defense, he is like 3.
Yeah? Oh, yeah, it's like Mewtwo.
Yeah, like he was born an adult.
Yeah.
So it doesn't shock me that like computers kind of. I mean, I don't know what Sonic's fucking choice is. Or, he probably could figure that out himself by now. But.
Can you imagine how developmentally fucked up you'd be? Just be born an adult instantly.
You know what? It
Not having the forming
ignorance
years.
would be nice.
The forming years is what gives you, like, you live a period of time where you don't understand the tribulations and harshities of the world, as long as you're like nurtured by your parents.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that there isn't like huge.
So you live in a portion of ignorance as a kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not denying that there's probably not huge amounts of like, things that you go through. I mean, and of course, going through the hormones of the child are a big part of growing and maturing as well. Like that chemical development is so important.
Yeah, you get those freebie masturbates, you know?
That's
where
not
you don't
what
make
I was,
a mess. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, bro?
I know.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's fucking funny. I heard that one before. But I think that there'd be a part of it like where you're like, I mean, there is the idea of like going back to a time of ignorance of like how like crazy everything is in the world is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's why everyone's like, oh, back in the good old days. Well, for white people, I guess.
But that's why people like, you look back at your teenage years and you could have been having the most kind of like, if you look at it from its just shallowness of the conversation you had with your friends, like your little AIM chats or messages, whatever you did. Where, yeah. You could, so little could be said, but back then you treated it as such a dramatic occurrence. Every word mattered.
Yeah.
And you're just like, you were thinking so hard and you were worried about how the world interpreted you.
You would take time before you like said something.
Mm-hmm. You cared about how the world perceived you so much because you're still trying to figure out who you were. And
Birthcake, he fucked up Shadow's plan.
No, Amy, let me eat that cake.
Yeah, you know what? I think a part of that is like, I think that gives weight and importance to the things that you did.
Mm-hmm. Everything.
Yeah, no, that's my thing. I'm sure that like I would be mentally and physically fucked up, clearly. But I could argue that there'd be a niceness to it.
There could be that I'm not able to identify. I can't remember if you were talking or if I was about to talk.
You were.
Okay.
It was literally the last thing you just said.
So yeah, when you're a teenager. So yeah. When you're a teenager. When you're a teenager, everything's important. And here's like I was saying, but what I was actually saying, sorry guys, we cut something out and I was trying to remember my thought process, but I was talking about, I'm not able to understand the things that are being born an adult instantly. There could be some positives about that. I have no idea.
No, I think so. I mean, I do think that at the same time, could you imagine like if you were 30, but like your bones didn't fucking hurt all the time? Like the age.
Oh, like going through growth spurts?
The pain of like being an adult, just like.
Does your boners hurt all the time?
Dude, I got fucking. First off, I'm fat. I got problems. Okay?
Well, still, you should be young enough for your bones to be all right, man.
Oh no, my knees are fucked. And I also have this thing where like, on both arms, where like if I'm in a position like this for too long.
When the fuck are you in a position like this?
Well, no, like just one of these arms. If like let's say I'm just saying like this somewhere,
gotcha,
you know, and like I'll be sitting there for a long time, and if I try and like open my arm, it won't. It hurts because my arm
like lockjaw.
My fucking elbow's locked, and I have to just do this.
Break it up.
And then I just hear.
I don't think you should do that.
And then all you hear is pop, and then my elbow works again, and it hurts like it's SOB.
Alex, do me a favor. And don't fucking force your goddamn arm open when it's not doing that.
What am I supposed to do?
Maybe slowly introduce it to the idea of moving
over
time.
No, so like I don't. I
literally went. What I do is I go. Like,
well, that's where it ends, right? But where it begins, is I realized my arm's locked, and it hurts to open it. So like I just kind of slowly go, like start putting pressure on it, and then eventually it'll budge and go.
This has never happened.
Well,
Should try moving around, being conscientious about you having a.
I'm pretty confident that I'm not making 65.
Oh, shut up.
Could you imagine me like dead?
We'll be there 64 years on your birthday. You're about to be 65. You look at you. Remember what you said on that couch?
I do.
I told you.
I do.
You made it.
On my birthday. I was like, I was so sure.
Alex, you can't die. I bet a lot of money on this. Leave a comment. How long do you guys think you want to live? And
I
also,
don't know. How long do you think I'm gonna live? Put your best guess on when I'm gonna die in the chat. Would love to hear it.
oh, so that's what the captain looks like without his hat.
And no beard.
So, if that's what he looks like, maybe that's a recent picture. We don't even know. Maybe he's not retired.
No, he had a beard for sure.
But he's not here.
That's the point. They just said that.
Yeah.
That's odd. I haven't seen the train at all. The robots are just like jerking him off in the vents.
One last time before retirement.
Smoking a cigar.
Hey, what you guys doing up here? Murder mystery's back.
Sonic just not it, but Shadow's just standing there. He just let's crack on. Boom. Conductor looks so young in his uniform. He's been on 32 years. He told me he's finally retiring.
Spagonia.
32 years is a long time. I wish him a lot of happiness. May
Future
any
sorrow be fleeting.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, yes, I wish that too. Hey, you know what? That's realistic, man. You're gonna feel sorrow in your life.
Get that trash can.
May it be fleeting. May the sorrow be fleeting. And also with you. What happened to the robot arm? It's detached. You see it on the floor?
Saw that. A dart.
Bumblebee tuna?
It's a blow dart. Someone brought a weapon onto this train. Shouldn't be possible. The train takes any weapon on passengers before letting them on board. Let's make note of it. Maybe it was already on board.
From the Adorable. The vent. Somebody blow darted him through the vent.
Then when they take the body, someone would have to be really strong to rip that off. You know?
So that alligator dude.
The gorilla grip on him.
Yeah.
Grabs with his taint. Be a terrified death. Broken robot arms add to your inventory.
Mega Kegel.
Well, you two, think you have enough evidence for me to call everyone here? It's high time we name a suspect. Yeah, sure.
What do you think? What are you gonna do? Please report to the conductor car at once.
We're gonna have like, I'm reading a book. God.
There's a lot of purple going on in here. Hey, creative design team.
Lay off the purple.
Yeah.
Try yellow.
Yeah, where's the yellow guy?
They probably want to do yellow.
Super Saiyan Sonic.
Yeah, can't do it.
Well, no, you can do Super Saiyan.
Wonderful to have you here. Tails and I already announced the prime suspect.
Where's Seafoam? Where's the Seafoam character?
Yeah. Chows.
Oh, the Chows are Seafoam, yeah.
Damn. We're gonna get you.
Yeah, we'll get you. Where's your orange character? Tails is like brown, yellow, not orange.
Real quick, can you come?
Ruddy, let's go get him. The person that's not me.
He's like, picks up Sonic by his neck. Don't you want to pick him up by his like arms? No, he likes to be held like this. Just like walking there's a conductor car
of mice and men. Of mice and men doing it. Shh, be quiet, be quiet. I don't want to hurt you. Train has so many amenities. I feel so catered to.
Amenities.
Onomatopoeities.
Admittedly, I've been having a lot of fun myself. Amusement of a chase.
See why you're a detective. And you and I love a good thrill, it seems. Sorry. Dyslexia is kicking in hard right now.
I will be willing to do an event like this again. It says the train does escape rooms as well. Oh, dude. Love an escape room.
Mm-hmm. This has been one giant escape room.
Yeah, that's...
Maybe we could ride a train just to relax sometime.
Outside of the video, we're like locked in this room.
What is happening? Is it time to fight? Quick, where's Amy?
Sonic's dead! Vector holds him up by his neck and it's snapped. I know! This is crazy! Who could have did this?
He's really dead this time. What? Is he hurt? Why isn't he moving? Sonic's always moving.
Can you hear us? It's banged up. There's a pulse, it's weak. Looks like somebody karate chopped him in the back of the spine.
There's bite marks, about a foot long.
And
his back.
Earbuds on him?
I'll help you.
Oh my
Sucks
God.
that Shadow. I didn't know that Shadow and Sonic are friends. They eventually become friends.
Yeah, I think after all the events of like... I mean, after they broed out and went Super Saiyan together, he's basically Vegeta.
Yeah. It is basically a carbon cutout of Dragon Ball Z. This whole game.
Krillin, obviously.
Yep.
Knuckles would be...
Probably Yamcha, right?
Yeah, Yamcha, or maybe... No, Yamcha for sure.
Or Piccolo?
I was gonna say Tien.
Knuckles could be Piccolo. Because he was like the first villain against Goku. He quickly turned around.
You know what? That's a good point. Knuckles, for sure Piccolo. So Krillin, Piccolo...
Amy is obviously...
Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi.
Rouge, obviously Bulma.
Yeah.
No one else here, Knuckles.
Or Android 13. Rouge could be Android 13, kind of. Because she was still working with Dr. Eggman and she's in cahoots with that. But then she eventually just...
Yeah, I mean, either one. Either one.
one would work.
So who's... Well, I guess like Amy would have... First of all, Amy's about to fucking go off on somebody.
It's like a good meme template.
That is the crazy eyes if I've ever seen that. What the fuck did you just say to me? It looks like she's trying to look at someone to say, who has the fucking nuts?
Is somebody about to come and find out?
Yeah, it's like, who's got the fucking nerve in this room? Somehow he met his match. A blow dart. Durr! Shame. We're going to figure out exactly what happened in this room. And punish the one responsible.
And Vector is Brawly.
Why?
I don't know.
I think we're just trying.
Brawly just becomes good too. Everybody becomes good.
Who in this room did this? Who killed Sonic the Hedgehog?
Who do you think? So we have to think. Who had the strength? They say strength to pull the robot arms. We have to have somebody that's connected to the rooms.
But cunning enough to use a blow dart.
You know, Knuckles isn't a echidna. He comes from the jungle. Kind of a jungle biome. He's strong enough to do it.
But a blow dart.
Who else do you see using a blow dart?
See, here's the thing. I think ripping off the arm, that's a these guys thing, right?
It could be. Mm-hmm. Maybe a shadow
blow dart?
thing. The bottom four?
Just these bottom three.
I think you
I
can
don't
still
think
throw...
Shadow did it. I don't think Shadow did it.
I think Knuckles can be in the blow dart category.